Welcome to the Art of Likeability, where you learn the secrets to becoming more likable in all areas of your life. Increasing your likability improves your relationships, and improved relationships increases your success in all areas of your life. Let's jump in with your host, Arel Moody.
What's going on, everybody? Arel Moody here, host of The Art of Likeability, where we teach you how to build your likability so you can build relationships and have more success and more happiness. And if you don't want more success and happiness, you're listening to the wrong podcast, people. Today, I am excited to talk about a very important idea on how to build your likability through the friggin' roof. I mean, this is one of my super secret ninja belief strategies, techniques, laws, whatever you want to call it. It's very, very powerful, and I'm very, very excited to share it with you. Please use this only for good and not for evil. You have to promise me that. I believe you're a good soul. You wouldn't be investing in yourself if you weren't a good person. So please use this good. There is a law called the law of reciprocity. I don't know who created this law. I don't know where it came from. I just learned about it, has applied it, and my life has changed. And I want to break down how to specifically use the law of reciprocity. So basically what the law of reciprocity states is that people like to help people who help them. I'll say that again. People like to help people who like them. So what does that mean? If you scratch my back, I am way more interested in scratching yours. So let's say, and I think I first read about this in a book called Influence by Robert Cialdini. I'm not sure if he created it or if I read it there, but anyway, the example that he gave, which for those of us who may be a little bit older, will remember this, but he said that people, like if they wanted to give you some type of literature, they would first give you a flower and they would say, here's this free gift, here's the flower, and then you take the flower and you say, thank you for the beautiful flower. Then they say, I'd like to share some information about my religious belief, I believe it was. And then like they've given you the flower, you feel this reciprocity, so you're like, okay, let me listen to you. Or maybe think about during the holiday season, if you celebrate a various gift giving season and someone gives you a gift, but you did not get them a gift. So let's say it's Christmas and you have a Christmas party and you go to the party and someone there says, hey, here's a gift, because I think so highly of you. But you didn't get that person a gift. You go to the bathroom, you start thinking about running to the gas station so you can pick up like a bouquet of dead flowers, or like, can you get them a car? Do you have any cars on short notice that you didn't use? You feel this desire to give to them. So when someone gives to you, you want to give back to them. So how do you use this? Well, there's a lot of things that you can do to start helping people in very small ways that don't take up a lot of energy. And a lot of people say like, well, Arel, I don't want to help everybody move every weekend. That's too much work. There's a lot of little things you can do to start eliciting the law of reciprocity when you do not need anything. So one of the things that I love to do is if you're in an office setting, if you're going to say the water cooler to get some water, don't ask anyone if like maybe the person that's your cubicle mate or someone who sits across from you, whatever it might be, don't ask them if they'd like some water. Just go grab 2 cups of water, one for yourself, and go over to that person and hand them the glass of water and say, hey, would you like a glass of water? Now they could say no. And if they say no, you say no problem, move on to the next one. Hey, you want a glass of water? I got an extra glass or extra cup paper. I'm sure it's like one of those 2-ounce paper cups, right? With the little piked bottom, little spike at the bottom there. Anyway, but just by offering someone a glass of water makes them feel like you care about them, and it goes a long way, and it builds that idea of reciprocity of people liking you. So one of the things that I love to do is if I ever grab a bottle of water, I always grab 2 bottles of water and come back and hand it to somebody and say, hey, you want some water? Or I just, extend my hand and don't say anything and give them a little nod. They take it, they appreciate it, they take a gulp. Because I mean, listen, we don't drink enough water. We all know we're supposed to drink like half our body weight in water, and not all of us are doing that. So helping your friends stay hydrated. I just took a drink of water to re-emphasize the importance of drinking water to myself. But doing things to help others goes a very, very long way. Because when you actually do need some kind of help or need a recommendation or people to talk about you, they'll say things like, man, you know what? This person is good, man. They always bring me a glass of water. I never have to ask them for it. That's real nice. Or if you see somebody struggling, go ahead and, help them if they drop some papers. And yeah, maybe they could pick it up on their own. But going the extra mile goes a long way. I love holding doors for people. People get so, I don't think people hold doors for people. Male, female, it's not a gender thing. I hold doors for everyone. But I love to hold doors for people and just wait and don't say anything. And when they pass by, just give them a quick head nod and go on about my day. I may never see that person again. You may never know. But people notice this and they feel this energy about you. And maybe you just give them a story to talk about. Hey, I was outside. This person was real nice. They held the door for me. I can't believe it. So start building the law of reciprocity. Start looking for ways to help people when you don't need anything. There's a lot of people that you'll if you give them a big favor, they'll feel so indebted to you. There's like, whatever you need, I'm there, whatever you need. Now, one of the like advanced strategies to the law of reciprocity is that when someone owes you a favor, instead of you cashing in on that favor, you actually cash in on that favor by paying it forward. It's actually a very, very wise strategy that it goes underutilized because the person who's giving away that favor per se may feel like they wasted it. Simple example, let's go back to the moving thing that I said earlier. Let's say you spend your Sunday to help a friend move. They're moving and you pack up all their stuff with them and you load the boxes and you're sweating and you're hot and you could totally be doing something else. And they say, yo, man, I owe you big time. Like, yo, whatever you need from me, I got you. I just appreciate you spending your Sunday to help me. I'm willing to do whatever you want. Now, a lot of people may say, cool, I got this favor in my pocket, so I'll use it one day. Like maybe when I'm moving, I'll ask that person for help or whatever it might be. But instead, you may have a stranger to this person that you help that's a friend of yours. And let's say they need help moving. You might say, hey, John, remember when I helped you move and you said you would help me if I needed anything? Well, I don't personally need anything, but I've got a friend that is moving. You don't know him, but I think if you could come over and help move, or hey, I'm out of town this weekend, he doesn't really know anyone. If you could help move him in, that'd be great. Or hey, I have a new friend that's coming in from out of town. He doesn't know anyone where you live and he's moving to where you are. I was hoping you could take him around town, show him some cool spots and open up doors for him. Now you may feel like, well, I don't want to waste my favor on someone else. But what you actually did was exponentially grow that law of reciprocity, because the original person that you helped move, they now see you being selfless and helping someone else, and they appreciate that about you. They go ahead and help that person, but still feel like they owe you, but have a newfound respect for you. And the person that they helped, this new third-party person, they feel, oh my gosh, Aurel helped me, or you, and use your name in that case, helped me by introducing me to this person. Now I have a new relationship and a new friendship because of you. So now I owe Aurel, or you in this case, even more. So you've actually built your law of reciprocity. So as many times as you can, find ways to help people, and also find ways when someone owes you a favor to have that person pay that favor forward to someone else in need. And then what you start doing is building this huge pool of people who love you, who like you, who just think the world of you. And you won't ever, 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 ever need to cash in your favors. You won't ever need to ask for help, because people will want to go out of their way to help someone like you. So if someone's on their desk and let's say they are using a pencil and that pencil on their desk is dull, go ahead and sharpen it for them. Don't ask them if you know that they need the pencil sharpened, unless it's like a weird thing and you shouldn't have done that. And even if you shouldn't have, you make up for it. But if someone needs their pencil sharpened, maybe you take your portable pencil sharpener over to their desk and say, hey, you need your pencil sharpened? Maybe that's better, actually. Instead of just sharpening without asking them, bring the pencil sharpener over to them and say, hey, you need your pencil sharpened? Or if someone's running low on paper at their printer, go ahead and ask, bring a ream over and say, hey, I noticed you were low on paper. Do you need some? It's little things. It doesn't cost you a lot of money. If anything, it doesn't cost you a lot of effort or a lot of time, but the impact of it is absolutely exponential. So I want you to start thinking about what are little things that you can start doing for every single person that you come across. If it's people in your office, do it. If it's clients, find ways to help them, do something nice for them. I love the water technique. I love just walking up to random people and asking them if they want water if I'm in an event or something. A lot of times when I'm a speaker, so I speak at a lot of events, as the keynote speaker, everyone's expecting to, wait on me, and I'm not a huge fan of that, but of course I appreciate if people want to be helpful to me. But as a keynote speaker, I like to walk up to maybe the janitor and say, hey, you look real thirsty. Do you want a bottle of water? Or someone of that nature. I do that because I genuinely care. I do that because I genuinely think about other people, and you know that sometimes people like janitors or waiters or waitresses or whomever don't get as much respect as they should. So I do that because it helps me feel like I'm making a difference. And I also realize that people will notice. There's someone, and I'm not doing this with a big fanfare or a big parade. It's just a quick interaction. But my belief is that, one, it builds, these points, these merits in the bigger scheme of things, which you should build as many of these bigger scheme merits, mitzvahs, is a word for it. Build as many of those as you can. But there's someone who's going to see you do it, and they're not going to notice. You're not going to notice they saw you do it, but they're going to notice that you went out of your way to give that janitor a bottle of water, or you went out of your way to give your server something. People notice that, and when they notice you being good to people who can't give you anything, and they just notice like that's who you are, that's how legends start spreading about you, my friend. That's why this power is so important that it's used for good. I promise you, when you start doing things like giving people bottles of water, or helping people who can't give you anything, or doing a lot of things around the office, people will start creating a legend about how amazing you are and how much you care about others, because the majority of people are self-absorbed, but you aren't. And that's what's going to change your life, and that's what's going to change the game for you. So go ahead and give this a shot. Look for little ways that you can help people. Look for little things you can do, like give the water, or give someone pay a favor forward. Think about these little things you can do and how it might change your life in such a powerful and amazing way. And let me know what you think about this. Send me an email at info@artoflikability.com. That's info@artoflikability.com. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear how this strategy has increased your life, or maybe just made you feel good about yourself. Go ahead and find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm the only Arel Moody. So if you've downloaded this episode, you found my name, AREL, M as in Mary, OO, D as in David, IE. I literally respond to every single message that's sent to me, whether it's email or social media. So go ahead and hit me up. And please make sure, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe so you can get these podcasts hot and fresh out the oven, and they're toasty and warm and ready to be listened and action upon as soon as possible. And if you like the stuff we're talking about, if you haven't done so yet, seriously, please give me a little 5-star rating. If you're listening on iTunes, go ahead and subscribe, leave some positive comments and reviews. That always is brightens my day when I keep track of the numbers of how many people have actually left comments. So when I see that number go up, I get a little giddy. So go ahead and enact the law of reciprocity, if you will, with me. I would greatly appreciate it. So I hope that this podcast helps you build better relationships with people, and helps you build your success and happiness. And I'm telling you, I'm serious when I say this now. If you're not interested in success and happiness, you are listening to the wrong podcast. Sending you a big old high five. You are awesome. Psh.
Thanks for listening to The Art of Likability. Please remember to subscribe to the podcast for more awesome info on how you can improve your likability and improve your life. Until next time, remember, you